It means that you don't give a fuck, dude. Yuki Tsunoda doesn't give a fuck, dude. I don't care that you're the most popular driver in the sport.
Honey Badger don't give a shit. Yuki don't give a shit.
Yuki doesn't give a shit,
Let's
dude.
go. That's the real honey. What do you? Okay, I know you paid for a premium ticket, but like, let's just pump the brakes.
Holy shit, dude. What's up, Chelsea Music Hall?
What's up, VANKAS?
What's up, VANKAS?
Wow, what a terrible race. I feel like F1 catfished us, you know? 2020. I feel like we were like, so what do you look like? And F1 was like, what's Machine Gun Kelly's girlfriend look like?
Yeah.
Megan Fox? I look like that.
Yeah,
and we
I
were
look like that.
Sold. That's what 2021 was. And now we're just too deep. Mm-hmm. We're too deep in the relationship to get out.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
And then Max Verstappen said, when you see what this season's actually going to look like, you're going to choke. You're going to need your EpiPen, okay, bitch? You're going to choke. I'm going to win all 24 of these fucking races. It's really cute. Oh, look, everyone's doing the Red Bull. Everyone's doing the Red Bull car. Red Bull said, I've got the big Grace Jones shoulder
Grace Jones shoulder pad and the little vent.
And the little vent on
They got the Grace Jones suit, but then if Grace Jones gets hot, vent.
Yeah.
Vent. Everybody else is like,
oh yeah.
Vent. Crazy. Everybody else is schwitzing, you know, on the, and then they're like, just put a vent there, dumbass. It's crazy because if they just kept the same car, they would have got a 95. Uh-huh. They still would have gotten an A.
Right.
And then the teacher would have graded they're the asshole that on the one person that gets 100 on the test and then fucks the curve for everybody. It's like, bro, why don't you just get a 95? We could have all gotten boosted, but no, you're gonna just come in with a new concept. Adrian Newey was like, what if we fucked everybody with the Mercedes concept? Let's just make it interesting. Let's make it interesting.
Oh man, it's gonna be a fucking. But here's how I like to think about it. This is gonna be a terrible season. But much like Drive to Survive, the worse the season, the better the drama. The worse the Formula One season, the better the DTS season. So I'm thinking the worse this season, the better the red flag season. Because it's like, this is when you need the services that we provide. Because it's just like, what would keep you in the sport? Because now it's when the new people join, they're like, so what? Like, why do you want? So he wins every time? And I'm like,
yeah, but it's not about that.
Yeah, it's really not about that. You know what I mean? And I think it's important because it's like, you think about like, you know, you think about your favorite reality show, right? Think about Vanderpump Rules, okay? I've watched I watched the early season. I watched like a little bit of the early season. I'm like, this show sucks. But then Scandival happens, and I'm like, this is the greatest show of all time. But you need to put up sometimes with like 6 shitty seasons to get to Scandival.
Well, so we're in a Scandival right now.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not going to joke about it, okay?
We're mostly upset that we didn't get sent the email, you know? Like, come on, we're journalists, right?
They were like, the alleged texts have been leaked to the most important media outlets in Formula One. And I'm just sitting there like, refresh. Our
inbox
That's
is empty.
so weird. I guess they haven't been sent out. But, yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm just distracted. Are we in the camera? Do we look good in the camera? Are we in there? Okay, cool. Because
that's our operation. Just people at the bar like, hey, how do we look? Great. Awesome.
Great. Okay. Now we get back to this race. Okay. This race obviously sucked. Max, the gap that Max had.
They're like, they produced the best car of all time, and they're like, fuck this car. Let's make a new car. Why? Because YOLO, why not? And they still managed to win.
I mean, destroy. When he came back out of the pits, because it was like, hey, he's got a 50-second lead, but I'm like, he hasn't come in from the pits yet. Well, obviously when he comes in, that's gonna tighten up. And then like he went into the pits, they came out, and he's just there like alone. No one in sight.
It was crazy. It was like watching I Am Legend. Yeah. and Max is just like Will Smith, just like walking around. Like no one's around.
Then a deer runs by and he's like, oh.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why he's just like that. All he has to think about is the wind.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
the time, the wind, because that's literally his only interaction all race is the wind. It's fucking crazy.
He's fucking inevitable, dude. That's how our producer described him. They're like, Max is fucking inevitable, dude.
Yeah.
He's a fucking cyborg.
He's a cyborg.
And like Checo got in second today, but just like nowhere, couldn't even smell his fucking jock strap.
Yeah.
Just nowhere even close.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know who's smelling? You know who's all over each other today?
Who?
Fucking Carlos Sainz was all over fucking Charles Leclerc's ass, dude.
Okay.
This was bad.
Clearly, we haven't weeded you guys all out.
Today was, as we like to say, bad for business.
It was bad for business.
Bad for business
It was
on the
devastating.
Carlos Sainz hate train.
Well, it's crazy. I mean, listen, people ask me why I hate Carlos Sainz. I didn't ever hate him. I just thought he was a little overrated.
Uh-huh.
I thought he was a little bit overrated, a little bit of a nepo baby, a little bit like kind of lucky, just good at the politics. And he's just hot.
He's hot.
He's hot, which really doesn't have that much to do. It has a lot to do with popularity, but you know, also things on track should matter too. Just overall pace should matter. But wait, what about now? Okay, let's talk about now.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about now. Let's talk about now.
Let's talk about right now. And then I was like, I think he's a little bit overrated. And then people come at me like, but he's so hot. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't hate Carlos Sainz, but now I kind of do.
Yeah.
Now I kind of hate, because only Carlos Sainz fans would be throwing a fucking party for because Charles Leclerc's car fucked up. Yeah, well, because he's unlucky. He's cursed. He's the anti-Sainz.
Cursed.
Wait, do we not remember 2022 when he beat the living shit out of him? And he beat him in the points last... Okay, you have 1 year. Okay, he beat him the other 3 years. He beat him. Oh, that was... Okay, in 2021, Carlos Sainz beat him by 6 points, and you guys busted a fucking nut over it. You're like, oh, God. Oh, God. Carlos Sainz beat him by 3.5 points. And now when Charles Leclerc does it, you're like, it was only 6 points. You can't have it both ways.
Right.
You cannot fucking have it both ways.
Carlos Sainz gets it both ways. That's just because, he can take me both ways.
That's hot guy privilege. It's hot guy privilege.
He can get any way he wants. That's the Carlos Sainz privilege.
It's a long season. It's a long season.
Okay, all right. This front, getting a little chippy, okay? All right.
Hey, there will be time for interaction.
There'll be time. There'll be time. Okay. Now, let's talk about this, right? Because the argument is that, so here's the pro-Leclerc argument. The pro-Leclerc argument is that the brake balance was fucked up, not in his control, blah, blah, blah. Then the other people will be like, well, he's kind of important in deciding what the brake balance is. So Charles kind of was involved a bit maybe in the process of the reason why his car was fucked up today. That's the anti-Charles argument. But by no means did Carlos purely beat him on pace today because Charles's car was fucked up. Now you could say that that's Charles's fault. He might be responsible for that. Charles is a little bit reckless sometimes. He loves to fucking flat spot a tire, dude. I mean, we forget this, but because I mentioned this in one of the more recent episodes, like the Vegas, when he overtook Perez at the end of Vegas, he had fucking glocked up, which is why Perez got by him in the first place. So Charles Leclerc is just a chaotic force, and so he fucking gets a little bit ahead of himself, and then all of a sudden he's off the track, and then he pulls off something amazing because he's perfect.
Yes.
In every way.
Yes.
Matt's looking at me like, what the
what is
fuck
happening?
are you saying?
Well, Benedict Arnold
well,
over
here's
here.
the thing, but Carlos Sainz, he's coming in hot, dude. Okay. Is there a possibility that this is a season where Carlos Sainz comes in like a fucking scorned lover? That he comes in like who's the girl on Love Is Blind who fucked over the blonde one? No. Sarah Ann. He's coming in. Carlos Sainz is coming in like Sarah Ann, and he's saying, hey, Formula One, hey, Ferrari, what an amazing experience this was. Just like, if anything changes, like, let me know. And then Ferrari's like, tap, liked it. And now he's going to run off into the distance on jet skis?
Only Carlos Sainz fans would only Carlos Sainz fans would see Carlos Sainz get replaced by Lewis fucking Hamilton and be like, what the fuck? What the literal fuck? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz? Carlos Chili Pepper Sainz got replaced by the best driver, most marketable driver to ever fucking live? What the fuck? Only Carlos Sainz. By the way, if Leclerc got replaced by Lewis Hamilton, I'd be like, all right. He's fucking Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
What do you think Fred Vasseur said to Carlos Sainz? He said, he's Lewis Hamilton, Carlos. I'm sorry, you're great, but he's Lewis. You guys are fucking Delulu.
Because in the 5 times where he's had good results in Formula 1, he goes, did we get it or did we not get it? No, let me sing it, let me hear you say it. Did I send it or did I not do not send
Smooth
it?
operator.
I'm a smooth operator.
Can we at least admit that he's a 10 in looks and his voice is negative 1,000? Can we at least... Sainz, there's a Sainz fan in here that's like, so Delulu. That's how I know you. You won't even give me that his voice sucks. You won't even give me that he's fucking Kermit the Frog. That's how I know that your whole shit is invalid. You won't even give me that.
He's the opposite. We're doing a lot of Love is Blind references, but he's the opposite of Jimmy. Because Jimmy was all voice, no, nothing else, no aesthetics, and Sainz is all aesthetics, and then the voice. Carlos Sainz would suck on Love is Blind. Wait, who would be the best on Love is Blind? Which drivers?
Lewis would be
great, but like he'd be talking about, he'd be like, yeah, man, just gotta be grateful for everything, man. He'd be like, he would wind up with some, like...
We're not used to this. It's usually just us and our computer. And we come up with it. We're like, Jenny, cut the part where we think.
Yeah.
Well, I know who would be bottom.
Who would be bottom?
Carlos Sainz.
Yep.
Oscar Piastri. Mm-hmm. Max has got a little gravel in his voice. He's got the gravel. Well, I get that you don't like him we're not showing these women pictures of his racing where he's putting a fucking tire on Lewis's head. We're just showing voice. He's got a husky voice.
But the thing with the pods, you have to be vulnerable on the pods. You got to be vulnerable on the pods. I don't know if Max is ready to kind of like, he's like,
yeah.
He'd have a list of questions. He'd kind of give Matthew vibes. He'd be like, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? He'd be like, next.
Yeah.
No, okay. George would find, like, his counterpoint. You know?
You don't think he gives Mitch energy?
He does give Mitch energy, but Mitch might do really well, like, on a Love is Blind. No, he might be talking...
But Mitch is handsome. His thing is that he fucking opens his mouth and women are just like, Jesus.
He might be talking to multiple girls at once and kind of get himself in a little bit of a pickle there.
Right.
Charles would be amazing in the pods. Because he'd be crying like day one.
He'd be getting so vulnerable. He'd be getting so vulnerable, just opening up all his wounds. And all these women just want to fix him.
Yeah.
And then they'll see him and they'll be like, Jesus,
shit.
God. But then he'll say what his doppelganger is. Who's the guy that he says he looks like? I'm like, dude, you're so much better looking than that.
He says he looks like Noah Schnapp. And I'm like, babe, aim higher. Like, Timothy Chalamet. Come on,
Jesus. Let's be real. So,
who else? Fernando Alonso, I think.
Alonso would be incredible.
He could be really
People
good.
say I'm the bad guy,
yes.
and everyone's like, Javier Bardem vibes, just all the way. He's like, you two should kiss. Somehow the women in separate pods just start kissing. It's like, how the fuck did these women start making out in separate pods?
He walks out with a throuple. He proposes.
Oh, Albon would riz. Albon would kill. Albon would kill.
However, he fucking... Lance
has a terrible voice. Logan Sargent, it's just the American, it sounds like it's dubbed. I don't like the American accent. He was like, when he crashed, I watched his onboard, he was like, damn it, brake bias. I'm like, ew. I much prefer the European version of this. Can we get the European dub?
Yeah.
Can we get the... No!
Yeah.
No!
Sacre bleu!
No.
What is this guy? He's stupid, this guy. What is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, I can't handle an American on the grid.
Sargent's like, what's his problem, man? Does he have an issue with me, bro? What's his deal, dude?
I don't know. Can we just say that I know Daniel Ricciardo is very charming, very charming, very good looking, but the Australian accent's just silly to me.
No, the Australians really have, like, they've pulled off, a media hurdle of the century that, like, people are so into the Australians. Because the accent is...
rough.
The accent's tough, but they're like the peak of hotness. The Hemsworths, what's his, Elordi?
Yeah, because Margot Robbie's always using her real accent in movies.
Right, because it's like, Margot Robbie is Australian, but you never actually hear her speak Australian. Because she's always in movies.
I feel like a lion tamer right now.
Yeah.
Can we just go? Let us go for a minute. This is crazy.
All right.
This is crazy. Okay, so the sport.
The
Should
sport.
we talk about the sport?
Yeah, we can talk about the sport. Can we talk about how Alpine? I mean, Alpine it's hilarious. I mean, Otmar Szafnauer should be just like walking by that fucking garage, just like, hey.
He's just crip walking. He's just crip walking.
Yeah, I want Otmar to fucking pull an L4, L5, get a herniated disc, just fucking crip walking. He
should just take a selfie by the fucking standings.
Yeah.
I mean, if they run out of people, like, how many more people can they fire before there's nobody left?
Yeah, 2 people resigned today. Today! And Bruno Famin in Drive to Survive was so fucking smug.
He sucked.
He was like, the problem is Otmar. We need to get rid of him, and now that I am here, we're going to be amazing.
Yeah, because I have so much personality.
Yeah.
I have so much charisma. And then he reads that statement and, like, just the worst, just no affect at all. Crazy.
I mean, they did 2 episodes on this season of Drive to Survive about Alpine, and then, like, the end is like, but they figured it out in the end. And they're
that ends in last, I guess.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It's like the other people that were in last, because they were, I think, 17th and 18th today, right? The other people that were in last were like, it was Sargent and Bottas, who had the fucking... Sargent went off, had a terrible fucking, he went off, he's Sargent, and then Bottas had the fucking wheel, the wheel nut wasn't working. I mean, those are 2... people that like had their race fucked. Meanwhile, Alpine just had a smooth rolling, baby. Like, that was the best that Alpine can possibly do.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. Like, Haas had bad luck today. Haas had more pace than Alpine. Alpine had no bad luck today. They were just literally like, we're crushing. We were getting the most out of the car.
They got the most out of the car and ended up in last place.
Can we get Travis Kelce to kind of come in there and fucking...
do what?
Just
design the fucking car?
No,
what do you want him to do?
Just fucking inspire the troops, man. Just come in there and be like, you gotta fight for your right. Today, Taylor Swift.
He's just like, that nose looks really wide.
Yeah.
Everybody else is going pointy. Maybe you guys should go pointy.
It is kind of, we were like, oh, look at their big nose. Like, we
feel seen.
We felt akin with the car. And then they're like, this car's heavy as fuck. This car is 20 pounds heavier than every other car.
Yeah. What about Nico?
Nico
he qualified really well, and then he ran into Lance Stroll. Fully ran into him.
He ran into Lance Stroll because he had a horrible start. He had no fucking acceleration on the start, so Lance was just like, whoop, fuck off.
Yeah.
And then, just rammed into him.
Nico Hulkenberg loves to qualify well. And then we got a Nico Hulkenberg fan who's like, I won't fucking stand for this. Fuck you, dude.
I don't care that I paid for VIP tickets.
I don't care about race pace. Fuck race pace.
No, did you see the clip of Max and it was the Max and Checo, and then the Haas boys were being like interviewed, and then they were like asking Max, like, how does it feel to be doing so well right now? Like, does it ever get boring when you're at the top? And he's like, well, it's certainly better than being in last. And then the crowd went, oh shit! and then Hulkenberg was like, thanks, man. Like, fuck, like catching a stray.
Yeah. Max is like, now ask me what it's like to be on a podium. Jesus Christ.
No, I fuck with Hulkenberg, but yeah, they just can't. He can't ever seem to like put it together on the day. You know,
Yeah.
as they say in the biz, on the day. He's great on a Friday, Saturday, bad on a Sunday.
So how are we feeling about the Mercedes situation? So they suck, dude.
Mercedes.
Uh-huh. Toto was like, our car is good. We just made this mistake, and this mistake. I'm like, that's your excuse? That's your excuse is that you made a shitload of mistakes? Yeah. They nobody charged Lewis's phone. Lewis is like, I'm on 1%. Why am I on 1%? It's crazy. Like me before a night out. How did they fuck that up? I was so triggered when Lewis said I'm on 1%. I can't tell you how many times I said, hey, Brian, I got to call you back on what? Brian?
Yeah.
Brian? So crazy. And then George was just jizzing fluid.
Yeah.
Just leaking fluid.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, and Lewis's seat broke.
Yeah.
Lewis's seat.
What were the chances that some mechanic was like, and stay out? Fucking have fun in Maranello, you fucking bitch. You thought you had a bad back in 2021? You fucking son of a bitch, you old fuck.
Well, it's like you see the Mercedes on the straight. It's literally like...
Yeah, it's like shitting sparks.
It's shitting sparks.
It's crazy. Yeah.
No, today in general was kind of back to school vibes. Like it was like...
Yeah, James Vowles with his data. How about you give these guys a fucking steering wheel that works?
Hey, James Vowles, did the steering wheel not eat enough avocado this morning?
Did you fuck up your meal timing? Did the steering wheel fuck up its meal timing?
Did it not have the opportune time to have its acai bowl?
Yeah.
He said that in Drive to Survive. He said it was an acai bowl or some shit like that. It's called acai.
And he's telling his assistant, maybe I'll have the acai later.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll let you know. You're hanging on every word of what I'm saying here with my meal timing bullshit. Maybe the wheel was drinking coffee every day.
Yeah.
So then it loses the effect of the caffeine.
Yeah.
So then the wheel was just at maintenance, you know?
The wheel did say like too hot in all red letters.
Yeah. It's fucked up when you can understand what the wheel is saying. Yeah. I was like, shit, it must be too hot in there. Because usually the wheel is just like basically in Aramaic. Yeah. You have no fucking idea. I'm like, shit, that wheel must be fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I know what's happening.
Yeah.
And Martin Brundle's like, it's too bright. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Can you turn the brightness down on the wheel?
I did love that little tidbit from Brundle today.
Yeah.
The wheel's too bright for a guy like me. The wheel's too bright. Actually.
Guy like me needs a dim wheel.
I'm like, Martin, when you drove, it was all analog, babe. When you talk, you don't like screens in general.
No, I think he's done Le Mans.
No, yeah, you did. Yeah,
relatively recently.
He did the hypercars.
That's a James Vowles thing to say. Well, actually, in 1998. When there was the advent of the digital dashboard, he drove LP2s, LMP2s in Le Mans. Fuck James Vowles, dude. He's such a nerd. Everyone's like the old school versus the new school. I'd much rather have Guenther Steiner be like, I ate too much Chipotle last night.
Yeah. Oh my God! I'm gonna shit myself this race.
Oh God!
James Vowles is like taking pictures of his poop and sending it to his fucking doctor every day. His gastroenterologist, or whatever the fuck you call
James
it.
Vowles is just while Guenther's just sending it to his friends.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, oh fuck, dude.
They're both taking pictures of their...
too much corn, you can tell.
They're both taking pictures of their shit, but they send it to different people. And guess what? I'd rather get a picture of Guenther's shit than be James Vowles' doctor getting a picture of his shit. Being like...
James Vowles just shits like reams of fucking data. Just fucking telemetry. Just like a long line of telemetry.
And they're sticking with Sargent in this way that's just like, why are you trying to make fetch happen with Sargent? Yeah. Stop trying to make fetch happen with Sargent.
Dude, how pissed do you think Liam Lawson was when he just saw Logan Sargent drive off?
It's true.
He's gonna come when he gets a seat next year. That perfect blonde hair is gonna be fucking white, just because of all the fucking stress. It should have been me. It should have been me.
Yeah, I'm not.
He was so fucking for real.
I love him. Dude.
I love Liam Lawson.
We saw him in Vegas and we saw him in Austin, just walking around.
Nobody gave a fuck.
No one gave a fuck. And we were like, there he is. There's Liam Lawson. He was there with his girlfriend. Yeah. And we were like, we debated going up to him.
Yeah.
We decided against it, you know.
We're like, Act like we've been there.
Act like we've been here before. We're not. You know, we're peers. Okay. Yeah. Wait. I want to get back to Ferrari. I want to get back to Carlos Sainz. I'm just like this year. I'm just like there might be chaos this year. Cause like Day-Dot, he's like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
And then he won, and then no one was there.
No one was there. The team wasn't there to congratulate him.
You know who was there? Papa Sainz. Which is all you need.
Honestly, worth it. Yeah, like who needs a team?
Who needs a team when you have a great relationship with your father? something none of these drivers have. You know what, Carlos? You know what? What?
He fired Anthony Hamilton.
Listen, we can say that Lewis Hamilton's relationship with his dad. Can we at least say that it's complicated?
Yes.
Can we at least say Carlos Sainz's relationship with his dad is not complicated. He's like, I fucking love my dad. He fucking loves me. Here I am in Dakar, lifting my old dad out of the car because he just won, and we're just so fucking happy for each other.
Which is honestly...
Most people who love their dad
have
a complicated relationship with them.
Right.
They all have, like, we read K-Mag's book recently. It's just like his dad, like, his dad...
Well, his dad, like, abandoned him.
His dad literally, okay, so his dad was 19 years old, like the karting god of fucking Denmark.
Yeah.
And he got his mother pregnant and then was like, well, I'm Jan Magnussen. I'm going to Formula One. And then he, like, left them. He abandoned them. So, like, everyone thinks, oh, he's the son of a Formula One. Like, he grew up, like, poor. And it took Jan years to get to Formula One. So, like, Jan never had any. Jan got her pregnant when he was 18 or 19. So, he didn't have money until, like, later in life.
Yeah.
And then, so, it's so funny because Kevin Magnussen was talking about, like, he was so mad. He was like, I wish I was a Nepo baby. I'm like, Dad, why don't you pull strings for me, man? This is bullshit. He's resentful that he wasn't.
Well, everyone thought he was a Nepo baby because he has the name. So people are like, oh, well, then you must have just be only here because of your father. He's like, I wish that I was here because of my fucking father.
Right. He's like, he always talks about how much he admires his dad,
right.
but like he doesn't love him, but then he's always comparing. He's like, yeah, I don't really love my dad. I admire him. Did you know he broke Senna's like karting record? Like, it's just like, so there's like all these like complicated feelings, and that's how you get the extra 10th on Saturday, which Carlos Sainz does not have because he loves his father.
Yeah, because he's coming.
That extra bit of speed comes from that, like your dad being like, you're not shit though, are you? You're just not quite there yet.
Yeah, in like meet the drivers. There was like they did like a meet the Formula One drivers. They're all asking questions. They asked like, do you have any nicknames? They did ask Gasly that, and he was like, no. He was like, I do not have a nickname. Fuck. I regret it, honestly. I regret saying it. But then Max was like, well, you know, my dad had a few nicknames for me, but I'm not going to say them here. And I'm like, oh, my God.
No, he said his dad
his
dad used to tell him he was going to be a truck driver, that he'd never be good enough.
No, dude, he's not on the Alpine Formula One team. Boom! Noise. Because it's a truck, dude.
No, because,
nice. Yeah, it's a track.
And that's what Kevin said. Like, Kevin had an uncle that was really hard on him and, like, throw wrenches at him and shit. Like, when he was too slow, and he was like... That's why I got fast, but it like fucked me up. And he was like always juggling, like there's that great moment in I, Tonya where Margot Robbie's character is like where Margot Robbie's like, you were never nice to me, and she's like, my mom was nice. Nice didn't get me shit. Like I was this way, and now look at you. You know, it got you to the Olympics, and it's like that's sort of the dichotomy, right? You want to have a nice dad and be mid as fuck, or you want to be an asshole and be a winner,
right?
And that's kind of, I'm saying Carlos Sainz is mid because,
and those are the only two paths that those two things take.
No, I think Carlos Sainz, his motivation is like because he's got big shoes to fill.
Right.
I think that's his complication.
No,
with his father.
He's definitely fucking fired up, dude.
Yeah.
He's coming in. I'm like, if he does well enough, crazy thought, he might get the Mercedes seat. Because guess what? Kimi Antonelli, the fucking golden god, fucking ate shit this weekend. Now, maybe the car's not there.
The car wasn't there. The Ollie Berman
car
also
wasn't
ate
there,
shit.
but this is going to be a super competitive year in F2, and everyone thinks it's a foregone conclusion that this Kimi Antonelli kid is like the next fucking chosen one. But we'll see how he does this year. I mean, the same kid won both the feature race and the sprint. I'm getting into F2 this year because fuck, man. I mean,
Yeah,
we know
what else can we watch?
I mean, honestly, the race was pretty sick, and they're like 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, great. I can watch this on the fucking train on my way to work.
Yeah,
I don't have a job. Shut the fuck up. I see you. You take the fucking train to work. Yeah, baby. Yeah, daddy.
Okay. So
wait. So I'm just. There's gonna be drama this year. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be drama.
Carlos Sainz didn't ask for permission.
No.
And he probably didn't ask for forgiveness either. He's just like, no forgiveness, no permission. I'm doing it.
I'm going to send it, or did I not fucking send it? Yes! Fuck you, Charles! No, there's going to be drama. It's all going to be teammate drama, I feel like, this year. Because the cars are kind of like...
And all their contracts are up.
The contracts are up. The cars are kind of bunched. Like, even today, it was like the Red Bulls, the Ferraris together, then like McLaren, Mercedes, those four... You know, it's like the Alpines were together, the fucking the V-carbs were together. They're all gonna be like next to each other this year. Yeah, we can say V-carb. Let's get into Yuki. Okay, so all right, he was like about to pass K-Mac, but he wasn't. But he was like He was like he'd been getting closer, building the fucking gap to being where he could be in the fucking DRS zone.
No, he was Harry Houdiniing it, I'm sure. He wanted to do it at the last lap because that would be epic. I have no doubt that on old hards he would have been able to do it, as opposed to Daniel Ricciardo's newer softs. I'm sure of it.
Well, it's
also stupid because they were not getting points.
Right.
The whole thing was stupid. And what they should have done was say, hey, Yuki, give Daniel a shot, and then he'll give this place back.
Right.
That's what they should have done. But they really want Daniel in that Red Bull seat. Yes, they do. They really want Daniel in the Red Bull seat. But here's where Yuki made a mistake.
Yeah.
A friend of mine taught me this. When you give generously, right? You should give... Okay, let me give you... Brian, ask me for a $1.
Matt, can I get $1?
I actually only have $1. Subscribe to the Patreon. Here you go, you broke piece of shit. Fucking take the $1. Actually, pick it up off the ground. So now I'm $1 lighter, and he's fucked up because of his own issues.
Yeah, I fucking judoed you, dude.
Yeah, right. No, now
I hate you.
So, right, the thing is, if you do something nice and then you're like a cunt about it, then you don't even get the benefit of being nice. He should have just... If he was going to do that...
taking the $1.
If he was going to do that, he should have just not given the place up. Because he gave the place up and Daniel hates him.
Right.
Like, he got no benefit.
No, he did.
No, we didn't end... The V-Carb didn't end the day being like, wow, you know who's a team player? Yuki Tsunoda. Yeah. Should have just kept the place.
Right. No. Because he did such a little brother move. Which is that, like, he gave the place. He was like, "This fucking stupid, man. I don't even want to have to do it." He's not even fast. He's not even fucking fast, man.
Honestly, I love they were like, you can't curse on the radio. You have to control your temper. So now he's gone from, like, toddler to, like, adolescent passive-aggressive. And it's amazing. He's like, seriously? Thanks, guys. He's not even fast.
He's literally not even fucking fast. Fucking bullshit. He's not even fucking fast.
And when you listen to him interview, he's like, he'll say, like, seriously.
No, seriously.
Seriously, guys.
No, after the in like the post race, little interviews, Yuki was like, he didn't even get by him. So like, he didn't even pass him. So like, and we weren't even going for like points. So like.
What the hell is even that?
No, because so he let him by. He was like that about it, and then the race ends, and he does like a little brother move, like after you've just gotten like beat up, and you do like a nut tap.
It's such a little brother move to send a $20 million car, at 100 miles an hour at Daniel Ricciardo
in the slow now.
Yeah, he you know what? Not that this excuses him. Everyone's like, oh my god, he like attacked Daniel Ricciardo. He like attacked him. Like Daniel was in danger. I watched the entire onboard. He did that to everybody. He just kept going. He treated like he was like he made his own little HOV lane and just fucking. He was the guy. You know when you're like stuck in traffic and some guy just fucking uses the shoulder and you're like, that guy's a lunatic.
Yes.
That was you.
Yeah.
He was blowing past multiple people. So it wasn't just Daniel Ricciardo.
Right. He was mad
It
at
was
the
the
world.
entire grid.
Yeah.
It was the entire grid. He
was mad.
endangered everybody in the grid. Daniel shouldn't take it personally, is what I'm saying.
Right. Daniel called him a helmet.
What does that mean? Is
He
it
was
because
like, what the fuck?
Is that like a dickhead?
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna talk to Helmet. He's that means he's nothing. He's a fucking helmet.
Wait till Helmet hears about this. I'm going to tell Helmet on you.
I'm going to talk to Helmet about this. Because Helmet loves
Helmet
Yuki.
loves Yuki.
Helmet loves Yuki.
Helmet loves Yuki.
When Liam Lawson fucking was like taking it to Yuki, Helmet was like in driver's side to Christian. He's like, Yuki's learning the hard way, isn't he? He was getting so much joy out of. Everyone underestimates Yuki, and Yuki today said no.
You shall not pass.
I will.
Actually, you shall pass, but like I'm going to be a bitch about it. I'm going to be a total bitch about it.
Yeah, I'm going to be really annoying about it when you do pass.
Yeah. So, yeah, he should have just been like, right this way if he was going to do it. Or he shouldn't have let him. Yeah. That's my whole point.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, Merck's a shit show. Their engines suck. They can't cool them. Toto Wolff is a fraud. Are we all... We were like the first people to say that Toto Wolff is a fraud. Yeah. Is a fucking fraud. Without Lewis Hamilton, the Emperor, he has no clothes. He's like, where are my clothes? This shirt is an old shirt.
Yes.
It's not the right shirt.
Oh no, I got to pull it too so you can see the sponsor on the side of my arm.
And he's like, his coaching tree sucks. Like his NFL coaching tree is James Vowles.
Yeah.
Like he's from the Toto School of Management. Great. Yeah. This will be fun.
Wash your hands.
Here's the thing. Yeah.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Sing a little song while you do it. This is the only way you know that you have actually clean hands.
Yeah. You know what's funny is, I forgot who said this, but like Toto doesn't look good losing.
It's like Christian winning and Toto losing. It's just like, no, like this is all wrong.
This is all wrong.
This is like
Toto losing is just like he doesn't even know what to. He's like, what do I do with these loser hands that I have? This is not even. Yeah, this is a hobby for me. This is supposed to be like I'm doing this to relax, right?
Usually when I've been involved in organizations or companies, when they start losing, I get the fuck out.
I sell.
I take my chips and I go home.
Yeah.
But can he do that here? No.
No, he re-signed himself for 2 more years.
How do we think? Because George came in hot today. Yeah, George had some issues with the car.
Right, and
but George, I mean,
it's crazy because like George always qualifies well, and Lewis is like, I don't give a fuck about qualifying. Wake me on Sunday. Yeah. Wake me up on Sunday. But it didn't work today. It didn't work today because the cars are so close, and like Lewis always just like was just like. You know, I get hard on Sundays, okay? I'm not going to get hard both days.
Right.
I'll fuck the world for 72 hours on Sunday.
For 72 laps.
For 72 laps. Yeah. But it just didn't work for him. That strategy of like, well, I just set up my car for Sunday. Because people will say, right, oh, like Lewis is not that great a qualifier. Like relative to where he is.
Right.
Because Bottas could get him on a good day, Bottas could out-qualify him. Nico Rosberg could out-qualify him, was pretty close. So as like his superpower is on Sundays.
Well, it's also like, does he really care this year? Because it's like he doesn't.
It's a point of pride.
It's a point of pride.
It's a point of pride.
It is.
You don't think he wants to fucking just one more just shove George's smug little face? Oh, you're gonna have a sleepover with Toto? Yeah. You fucking brown-nosing, brown-nosing little bitch.
Yeah, let's talk about the George Russell sleepover. I mean, just here I am.
Could his nose be any farther up Toto's ass? And you know and here's the funny thing about George is as good as George does.
Yeah.
As good as George might fuck Toto, as good as George might give it to Toto this year, Toto's gonna be thinking about Lewis the whole goddamn time. George is sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
George is happy. Like Lewis broke up with Toto, and George is there being like, "I'm here.
Yeah,
come cry on my shoulder."
Yeah,
and he's happy with that. He's got a pep in his step.
Yeah, He's got no
like,
shame about
he's
that.
like-
I mean, he said that. So he said that he went over. They had. He
called it a sleepover.
He called it a sleepover. What do you think they? What do you think they did? Do you think they did? Do you think they did like masks? You think they did like
with the little
a clay mask?
They did George wore the cucumbers in like some sort of like Hyatt commercial.
Yeah, I mean George
probably looks like he does a cucumber mask. Does he not?
I think George probably like had a bunch of shit like in a duffel, like whatever Toto wanted to do. Probably bought like checkers, chess, Scrabble, whatever you want, Toto.
It's like I even brought like an English to German dictionary. You know, I'm flexible.
What do you think? Did they watch a movie? What movie did George and Toto watch at their sleepover?
Saving Private Ryan.
Or
you know what it could have been? What's the fucking one?
Dunkirk.
Yeah. Just people who look like George running from people who look like Toto. That's that entire movie. Just people like George being like, and people like Toto being like, yeah. George is so that guy from 1917 who's just running down the trench. Oh my God! Why wasn't he in World War I? It feels so wrong that he lives now.
He just needs to
shouldn't be now.
I just want to see him in the trenches making himself some tea. Time
to go over the top, you know.
Well,
he doesn't belong now. He's so anachronistic. Wow, where did I get that?
That was fucking good, dude.
Damn, dude.
I'll give you your $1 back, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The race.
No. Fuck the race.
Fuck the race.
So they watched. So they watched. So they played.
They watched the double feature.
They did.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yep.
Dunkirk.
Maybe played some bananagrams. Mm-hmm. Or some Scrabble. Maybe George did a face mask of. They made friendship bracelets. And then he said that it was the morning. What he said
was like, and then Toto's like, you have to go through the back door.
Yeah.
Lewis can't see you because Lewis is my boyfriend.
Yeah.
You're just the side bitch.
Yeah.
Lewis is my main bitch. You're just you're my sneaky link. George is my sneaky link.
And then so they passed. It was like, hello Lewis, hello George, and then they went in. They had the breakfast.
And George is just listening with a cup.
Yeah. No, George fucking planned, dude.
Yes.
4 a.m. George is planning fucking, recording devices and cameras all over Toto's house. Toto needs to bring one of those, like, scanners.
They say that it was George. They say it was Toto that leaked the Lewis news.
Yes.
But maybe it was George.
Yeah. Because, apparently right after the thing, Toto called George and was like, he broke up with me.
and then George is like, I'm coming over. And then he was like, because he was right outside, he had to pretend.
He has to
pretend that it took him some time.
Oh my God, I'll turn around right now, Toto. I'll be there soon. Don't worry.
Like he's literally making those noises with his mouth.
He's putting away his binoculars. Toto's like, don't hurt yourself. Yeah. Take your time. Yeah.
He sucks.
Who?
Toto.
Okay, I was going to say, not
I love
George.
George is one of my favorite drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's perfect.
Actually,
he's perfect.
Jenny did send us a video of like a little kid. Jenny, who is this child that you sent us a video of? So Jenny's best friend's kid, I guess, started watching Drive to Survive. Yes, Jenny?
He's like 4.
He watched the race today. His takeaway from the race today was that he loves George Russell and that he hates Lando Norris.
He was just like, I hate Lando.
Yeah, this like little 4-year-old was like, George is awesome and I hate Lando. And I was like, is this kid just like...
Is he reincarnated me? My favorite drivers are the 2 least liked drivers on the grid. What does that say about me? I just wish his beard was better.
Lando
and Lance's. They don't have the connecting piece. You
Lando-
need the
yeah.
connecting piece.
Yeah.
This is earned. This takes years. When I was 21, I would grow it out. I'm like, Jesus, it doesn't connect.
Yeah.
Ew.
You gotta get like that fucking like brittle brush and just fucking
Yeah, you have
activate
it's got to
the
connect.
roots.
I
dude.
get it. He's like Lando's doing this old guy thing. He's
Yeah.
just like stick with me, Oscar, you person who's a year younger than I am, who has a receding hairline and looks way older than I do. Like, what are you doing, Lando? You're both young. Like he's trying to son Oscar in this weird way, and Oscar's like, whatever. Like, I'm a cyborg. Like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, like, why is this guy touching me? Like, what are these little witty asides he's doing?
Yeah.
Oscar doesn't give a fuck. I love Oscar too. But this is why everyone's like, why do you love George? George entertains me.
Yeah.
George gives me something. George is out. George gave us the pose. And then we then crucified him for it. He looked like he was on the cross, and then we put him on the cross. Fuck him for trying. Like, what an asshole, right? For trying to do something. Yeah, it's. I love George. He acts all polite, and he says all the right things in the media, and then is a complete psychopath on the radio.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love how bad he is at pretending to be like a company man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like, Carlos Sainz is like, you never see the psychopath. He's just that's why he's a smooth operator. It's not the stuff he does on the track. It's the stuff he does off the track.
Yeah.
It's how he leapfrogged from fucking Toro Rosso to Renault to McLaren to Ferrari without really ever beating anybody.
Right.
You know? Look it up. I mean, he didn't have a great record. I stand corrected. He beat Hulkenberg. But then Daniel Ricciardo came in and then absolutely ruined Hulkenberg's career. Daniel Ricciardo beat Hulkenberg. He fucking destroyed Hulkenberg. Took the Renault that Carlos left and dragged it to 5th place. And then who gets the Ferrari seat? Carlos Sainz.
Because Ricciardo's too fun.
Too fun.
They
Even though
didn't
he's literally Italian. I've been saying this for years.
He's literally
Italian.
And they didn't like his vibe.
Yeah.
They thought that he was too Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah.
He was too Australian to be Italian.
My girlfriend just texted me, break a leg, and I'm like, it's too late. It's too fucking late. It's too late. She just saw a picture of me on Instagram. Probably she's like, oh, fuck. Nah, dude, you fucked up.
All right, what else was there today? What else? Alonso. McLaren and Aston are kind of nowhere. They're kind of. I mean,
yeah,
McLaren.
they're kind of mid. They're literally mid.
I think what you were saying this recently was just that McLaren maybe put all their chips into last year's car, and then they got it good enough to keep Lando from going from.
Yeah, they said that
shit.
on Missed Apex. I didn't say.
They said that on Missed Apex. Yeah. Well, shout out to the other pods, but I think that might be true.
Right. Well, because they were putting so much pressure on
Zach Brown.
That Google's we can't lose. I mean, you know who's fucking ready to die right now? Lando Norris.
Yeah, he just signed.
Do you think he just signed He's gonna be there till he's 90.
Yeah, how long will the loyalties kind of keep him? I mean, after this next one, he can't.
And then the Mercedes seat was open.
He can't believe it'll be different this time, Lando. Trust me, baby. How many times can Zach Brown be like, no, baby, come on. I know that you caught me with but it'll be different.
Yeah, no,
I'm working on myself. It'll be different.
No, I think Lando's fucking upset, man. He just signed that contract. The Lewis thing opened up.
Yep.
There's gonna be fucking movement, and he was offered the Red Bull seat, didn't want it.
Yep.
He's like, I'm gonna stay here because, he could be the number one guy. He'll be taken care of, and he told himself it's kind of like a false dawn last year. Yeah. And it's anyway, they have upgrades coming.
I love that you're acting concerned for him when inside you're just happy. You're like, poor Lando.
No, I actually don't think there's enough. I would prefer. I want someone like Lando in the Mercedes seat. I want someone like Lando in a better car.
Because if it's not him, it might be Carlos Sainz.
Yeah, right, exactly. Right.
Or Fernando, but I don't know if it is, or this Kimi Antonelli kid. But
you know what I need? It's like I need you guys to all figure out the best guys, put them in the best position because Max is just running away with this thing. You guys need to figure your. I mean, everybody. All these like, aren't you embarrassed?
No, the other teams.
The other teams, like, aren't you embarrassed?
Yeah.
I mean, Adrian Newey can't be the only smart guy in the world, right? I mean,
is Max going to win 24 this year? Is Max Verstappen going to win every race?
He said he's predicting 12.
That's an undersell if I've ever heard. He won Bahrain by 20 seconds today? If you count out 20 seconds is like if we just stop talking.
Yeah, it would be uncomfortable.
If we just stop talking for 20 seconds, everyone would be like, should I,
off myself?
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.
20 seconds is long.
And what's crazy is he was watching Carlos Sainz's like overtakes.
Yeah.
And he was like, you had to overtake Leclerc twice. I mean, he was literally like watching the thing on F1 TV in his car. Like he knew everything that happened in the race because he was so alone. He was watching on the monitors. Fucking incredible.
Yeah. I just think he's going to win every race. I mean, think about last year, right? Think about last year. Checo won in where? Saudi and in Baku, right? And then he never won again. And then Sainz got lucky in Singapore because the Red Bulls and the Red Bulls were nowhere.
No, because they had to win in Japan.
Oh, so they intentionally sandbagged? He did say it was a shocking experience. This is absolutely shocking.
Wait, why would they throw Singapore?
I would. Oh, okay. Let's go off of this piece of information.
Wait, but why?
What they're saying is that
they didn't want to win in Singapore.
That they intentionally sandbagged Singapore so that they could win the constructors in Japan.
That's so depressing. That's so depressing.
That's
that they're
theory.
like, you know what? Let's not win here. Let's do something fun and lose.
Yeah.
Because we want to win here.
Yeah. What do they care about Honda? They're fucking making their own power units now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and they're telling Yuki, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck about their relationship with Honda. You see how they treated my boy Yuki Tsunoda?
Seriously. Seriously, he's not even fast, you guys.
Well, it is like...
he's Eric Carmen.
It's like our two sons. It's watching our two sons. Yeah.
He's not even fast. This is some fucking bullshit.
It's some bullshit, man.
He is fucking Cartman.
Yeah.
He loves to eat. And he's angry.
Oh, do you know they also said this in the... this was actually a pretty interesting one. They asked the drivers in the Get to Know You thing, what's the most commonly used emoji? And Yuki's was the drool face. That's his most commonly used emoji. The one that's like arguably like...
So he's like a whore.
Yeah. I'm
that's
Yuki,
like the whore emoji.
Yeah.
Those were... Yeah.
When I'm doing
in my most physically transactional relationships, those are the emojis that have been used.
When my girlfriend's like, when we're doing long distance and I'm trying to keep the spark alive, I'm throwing a lot of drool emojis in the chat. Throwing a lot of drool emojis.
Oh my God, he actually said that.
Yeah,
he's so wild. Yeah. Dude, say the second one. Yeah. Jesus, that's crazy.
What's about?
No, he's probably drooling over some fucking brisket. It's like definitely over some brisket.
Yeah.
Ow! I literally just fucking.
It's a fucking cronut, dude. He's drooling over a cronut.
Yeah.
Checo.
What about Checo? He came in a distant second.
But second. Which is all he needs to do to keep his job. Because not for 2025, but like we're just trying to. If you're a Checo fan, you're just like, let's just get through the season, baby. Yeah. Let's just fucking not have it be that in fucking Zandvoort you're out. Okay.
But you know what? He still qualified too low, and he was still doing the because that's how he gets in trouble. He qualifies too low. And then he's like, I'm late for very important dates. P2. And then he ends up crashing into motherfuckers. Because he's like, I got someplace I need to be. It's P2.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm in the Millennium Falcon. If I don't get P2, Helmet's going to fire me. So, yeah. He needs to qualify better. He still needs to, because that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Is to qualify as low as he does.
Oh, let's do our awards. All right. We haven't done a race review in so long. I forgot how these go. I forgot that we do.
So
the
it's
awards.
Daddy of the Day.
Daddy of the Day, Red Flag of the Day, Hottest Moment of the Day, Karen of the Day.
Okay. Radio
of the Day.
I mean,
Okay,
we got
so
too many. I'm like,
yeah,
damn,
it's
that's
too
a
many
lot.
words.
Hey, past us, do better.
Hottest moment of the day.
I know. It's definitely Lance Stroll's comeback drive. Am I right, guys?
I'm gonna give it to Carlos Sainz's double overtake on Charles. You got to give him his roses when they're there.
He was the only good part of the race, but
Yeah.
I refused to give it to him. The engines were pretty hot.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's
Those
good.
Merc engines were pretty
That's
hot.
really good.
Maybe I could give it to them.
That's really good.
I'm going Merc engines for their overheating.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Fuck Carlos
Daddy
Sainz.
of the day. Oh yeah, Guenther was in the paddock. He was getting into beef with Ralf Schumacher on German TV. They fucking hate each other.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Dude, if you read his book, he's just like, fuck Ralf Schumacher. Fuck him and the fucking German horse that he rode in on.
Yeah.
Daddy of the Day. Lawrence Stroll for producing Lance Stroll, who made a great comeback drive. Finished right behind Alonso. For the first time in his life, he gets in an accident that isn't his fucking fault. I was like, Lance on some dumb shit again. And then I'm like, oh, shit, that wasn't on him.
Yeah, crawled back to P10, one place behind Alonso.
Rob
That's
Bose.
impressive.
That's impressive.
That's an impressive drive from Lance today. We'll give it to Lance.
Impressive drive from Lawrence's sperm. Am I right?
Yeah. What are the other ones? Radio of the day.
Just anything from Tsunoda, probably?
Probably Tsunoda. Yeah, he's not even fast. He's not even fast, literally.
Yeah.
Karen also.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Also.
Sarcasm.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Karen of the day too. Yuki getting both.
Are we also going back to hottest moment of the day? Are we noticing that Rebecca Donaldson is coming for that Kelly PK spot? Coming for that Kelly PK spot where the camera just zooms in. I'm like, let's ease up on the Rebecca Donaldson, right?
Yeah, Yuki for Karen as well. Were there any other Karen moments today? Any other?
Who is bitching?
Who was yelling on the radio?
Oh, Pierre was furious, but rightfully.
What was he mad about?
Just the car being horrible. Just being
the car being trash.
just being in an Alpine.
No, he's justified.
Yeah.
Lewis with the
How's he being a Karen?
His chair, his
He's like,
seat broke.
What do you mean? He's like, hey, can we get a sugar packet under here? My chair, it's uneven.
No,
can we get a sugar packet?
No, it didn't. Now it's worse on the other side.
Can we get another sugar packet?
It's worse
Maybe
on the
two
other side
sugar
now.
packets on this leg
Yeah.
and another sugar. That's what he was doing, basically. His chair was broken.
Yeah.
He's going 200 miles an hour, and the thing keeping him in the car from ragdolling to death is broken.
And it's probably like rattling.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Valtteri radio? Did you say Valtteri?
Well, no, I mean Valtteri's. I mean that wheel nut breaking was wild.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It's not even his worst one. One time it took like a day and a half. They still haven't gotten the fucking wheel off that last car.
And he still finished 19th.
Yeah.
Logie Sarge still.
Yeah,
finishing
they got
in
him out, and
20th.
I'm like, Logan, you're not. Where are you? Where are you? I'm so sorry. The new wheel sucks a big. Yeah, they're like, that was their whole thing. It's like, we got it. They made such a big deal about the new wheel.
Yes, they did.
They really were like, we got a new wheel, guys.
Yeah. Well, you know how their whole thing is like Williams is so outdated. The way the systems they're not good. Now we can finally do things right. Wheel breaks first fucking race.
Yeah.
Avocado, dude.
Fuck James Vowles.
A little less avocado, babe.
Anything else you guys want us to talk about? Or
Wait. Red flag of the
flag
day. I guess Valtteri's pit stop.
There really wasn't much.
There was just everyone being off their fucking game except for fucking Red Bull.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like everyone fucked up today.
Yeah. Why is Charles red
Charles?
flag?
Well, because
Was
his
it
brake
brake
balance.
balance? The brake balance.
The brake balance wasn't right. But no,
brake balance that
arguably that is his fault. He is part responsible for the brake. Like, he makes a decision.
Don't victim blame the biggest victim in Formula One.
Well, if he's
cursed.
But if he's gonna get uncursed, then he has to fucking stop doing this shit. He always does. It's always something with this kid.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's the appropriate response. Just look at him. Just look at how adorable he is.
He's a precious baby angel.
He's a precious baby angel who bad things happen. He just goes home and he just plays piano and he's just sad. He's like, no. Fucking, I love him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he finished. Carlos Sainz, killer drive, finished 1 place ahead of Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
That's how Delulu you guys are. That's how Delulu. You guys are so dickmatized by the way that he looks. You don't even hear the way he sounds. And he finishes 1 place ahead of Charles Leclerc, who had a disaster of a race.
That dive. Did he take a dive? Whatever. Who cares?
Our feelings don't care about your facts.
Yeah. What
honestly.
more? Okay. What are we expecting out of this seat? What can we talk?
What
Talk about the future.
What are we looking forward to? Let Fred Vasseur.
Fred Vasseur. We're looking forward to I'm just looking forward. I just need there to be a bunch of teammate drama.
Yeah.
And today was actually really encouraging.
Yeah, it's very encouraging.
I mean, Yuki and Daniel starting the season like this is fucking wild.
Two baby angels. Two baby angels turning into baby devils.
Our 2 children.
Our 2 children.
The drivers we've spoken to the most.
Yeah.
Multiple times our children are fighting.
Yuki's like, I love you guys. And then Daniel's like, hi. doesn't remember us at all.
Yeah, Daniel did not remember us. Yuki's like, oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need there to be drama. I need there to be drama with Ferrari. I need there to be drama with V-Car.
Mercedes.
I need there to be drama with Mercedes.
I need the French guys to start killing each other.
I need it.
I need it.
I need them all to start just fucking hating each other and crashing into each other and ruining each other's races and and lying to each other in the pit wall. Not telling them, oh, we're doing actually a little camber on our thing. Oh, is that camber mine? No,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, Ocon.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my camber, you fucking lanky bitch. Shut up.
He's been looking good.
He looks hot right now.
Yeah.
How good did Ocon look in Drive to Survive? He's filling out, and I'm liking it.
And
baby.
you're filling out as you watch.
And I'm filling out in a different area. Yeah, I guess that's. Oh yeah, fuck, marry, kill the podium, with the real podium, Sans Max,
Killing Carlos Sainz.
Checo,
Shocker.
Carlos Sainz, and Charles.
Or do we put Checo out of his misery?
I think you kill Checo. I think you fuck Sainz. I think you marry Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
Although,
God damn it, how much work would Charles Leclerc be every day? Just
to be
getting him
married
out
to
of
him.
bed?
Yeah.
Just getting Leclerc out of bed. It'd be like, it's okay, Leclerc. It's okay.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot of work.
It would be nice to be married to Carlos Sainz, honestly.
Because you get to fuck him every day?
Yeah, and because he's like, he's just like, he knows how to
He's
do
self-sufficient.
He knows how to do the stuff.
He's a cat. He's a cat. You
Yes.
can just kind of leave him alone. Just give him a
Yes.
box of food. Charles Leclerc is a puppy dog.
Yeah.
Who is like crying by the door.
Who's pissing
the
on the
second
rug.
you leave.
Yeah.
I mean, even Nicholas Tott
Yeah.
was like talking about like being a manager, and he's like, certain drivers they need
Yeah.
some attention. Some drivers need a lot more. Charles definitely needs a lot more. So yeah, I mean, we definitely know that Charles is high maintenance.
No, yeah. He's pissing and shitting all over your rug. Just all over your house. My dog growing up, my Brinkley, he would
Yeah,
piss
he was a
just-
fucking nightmare.
He
that
would
dog.
just piss. I mean, when he would get excited, he would piss.
And when he got upset,
he just couldn't
he'd
hold
piss.
it. When he get upset, he would piss.
He was just always pissing.
That's
just,
Charles Leclerc.
Yeah. His dog died. 5 years later, that couch still smelled like piss. the piss lived on. That's how much this dog pissed in the house.
That's right.
That was his legacy.
That's a legacy.
That was Brinkley's legacy.
Brinkley's
just
legacy, dog.
fucking just piss.
Yeah,
just
dude.
gallons of piss in the Mueller house.
Oh, man.
Anything else?
Anything
Or
else?
Is this just the worst?
Yeah,
Max
is-
wins
Max
everywhere.
is
That's a
just-
foregone conclusion.
Max is gonna win. It's gonna be, but it's the.
We're
battle
looking
for
at these teammate battles. We're looking at Leclerc signs.
and it really is. It's all about. This is all the setup.
Bro, Sadie's 2024.
Bro, Sadie's. Who's gonna?
what?
Who? Oh yeah, we need George. Yeah, but it's like Lewis is not gonna care. Like George is coming in like, and Lewis is like, what? I'm getting $100 million. Like, but if George starts taking it to him. Also, Lewis has been a little bit like snappy recently.
Yeah.
He's been because he was with Lawrence Barretto.
Yeah.
And he was like, you gave me you rated me pretty low on your team thing. And then he's like, and then Lawrence was like, oh, and then he's like, I'm just kidding with you, man. I'm just kidding. And he's like, well, I'm shitting myself. I think he said that he was gonna get like 8th in the championship this year, 7th, which is disrespectful and rude.
Yeah. I mean, you just put him higher and
2
then
places behind George. He put him.
he put him 2 places behind
He said
George.
George is gonna get 5th, and he's gonna get 7th.
That's fucking
No,
disrespectful.
Lewis kind of is out here being like watch with my name. You know, well, Jesus.
Drive to Survive. He was
What's
grumpy.
the phrase? Be careful with my name in your mouth or some shit like that. Yeah, whatever. One of those.
It keeps my wife's
keep my
name.
wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
2 Will Smith references.
2 Will Smith references. And just smacks George Russell in the fucking face, dude. Just gets out here.
Keep Roscoe's name out your fucking mouth.
dude.
Damn. Yeah.
No, because this is
Lewis
all
is married
about,
to the game.
This is all about 2025. This is all.
That's so depressing.
But
Max is gonna win that shit too.
it's the foreplay to the big. It's the edging towards 2025 where we get the big O, dude. The big O.
Yeah, for sure. That's
And then Max is just gonna like punch you in the nutsack and give you a ruined
No,
O.
we're not coming for many years.
Yeah.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, unless Max quits.
Yeah. Maybe he quits. 2026 he quits maybe.
I think. Anything else you guys want us to cover? Because we are kind of out of ammo.
Yeah.
It's
What
like
do we
we
got?
feel like painters, and we're like Michelangelo, and F1 just gave us like poop to paint with. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
We were given nothing.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Oh, fuck. If the hot take is that Sainz replaces Checo.
That's a great take.
It would make.
It's the logical next step for Carlos Sainz, who only fails upward.
Yes.
It's
True.
And if Yuki and Daniel are just like
Yep.
too just even,
Yes.
Helmet will just be like, yeah, bring Sainz back.
That could. But here's the thing: their dads hate each other. A long time
That's
ago,
a long
but,
time
but,
ago.
but yeah, but Yas doesn't hold a grudge. I bet.
Yas is over it. Yas is over it.
I bet the Verstappens don't remember every single thing that anyone's ever said about them that was negative.
I think Verstappen was like very light with
Yeah.
with Verstappen, because he was like, good race, and Carlos Sainz was like this, and Verstappen was like, just this? You're just gonna do that? You double overtook Leclerc?
Right.
Like, come on, like. Stop acting like you've been there before, because you haven't been there before. Leclerc's a better driver.
That's a really good one.
That's a good take.
Good hot take. He raised
That's a 10 out of 10.
Raised his hands too.
Okay,
Respectful king
another
over
hot
there.
take over here.
Yeah.
I didn't hear this on the recap of Drive to Survive. Did you notice the significant increase in Carlos Dose's reaction?
Yes. There was a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
Carlos Dose in Drive to Survive.
Honestly, there was an increase at Carlos Dose. It's one of the reasons I don't like Carlos Sainz.
Yeah.
It's heavily to do with Carlos Dose.
Yeah.
Because whenever he does well, he's like, yes, I don't have to get a real job. Thank fucking Christ.
And he goes, he's always here and he goes, Vamos! 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 Carlos!
And there's moments like where he you see him like tap Fred. He's like, I'll see you later, right, Fred? Right? We're definitely like gonna talk about stuff. And Fred's like, yeah. Yeah, I just whenever Carlos does badly, I get to see this guy like worry about his job. He's like, am I gonna have to get into personal training? Like, what is next for me if it just doesn't work out with my cousin?
Yeah.
I love that.
Us to give you guys more merch? Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah,
we're working on it.
Yeah,
we did give you guys Damiano from Maneskin. You guys know? I'm begging you. The hot ass fucking Italian lead singer of that band is like he's a fan of the pod. And so we sent him
We sent him a bunch of merch.
We sent him all of our Ferrari shit.
We're waiting for a story about it. Just waiting.
Will Damiano? I'm like, you can
Jenny's like, he'll get paparazzi'd with it. I'm like, he's not going out with our merch. He's wiping his ass with it at best.
In a Free Charles shirt.
Yeah, yeah. What? In the back over there. I'm loving. Why did you guys do this? It's like, we paid $40 so we could basically shit down your neck. Okay. In the
we
back,
love you.
yes.
We love you, and I would die for you.
Yeah, okay. In the back, yes. What?
Oh.
Right now he's there is a castle on a cloud. I'd like to go there. Or
no. Right now he's Thenardier, and he's gonna pick up all their fucking gold after they die. It's like,
Master of the House. Is that Master of the House?
Yeah. Master of the House.
God, we're so fucking deep and wide. Our breadth, our width and breadth and depth is crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which driver currently on the grid do you think would most likely fall for Keith Raniere and Nexia?
Ooh, this is good. Ooh, this is good.
His name is Toto Wolff and James Vowles. That's who. Okay, but those aren't drivers. George Russell.
George Russell's giving. What's the one with that awful couple?
Oh,
Twin Flame.
Twin Flame.
George Russell's looking for his twin flame.
Yeah. George Russell would be like, he's really good at volleyball, man. Like, he's amazing at volleyball.
George Russell would crush on the Team Nexium volleyball team.
I feel like, George. Who else would?
I hate to say this.
Cult?
Lewis feels like he would start one.
Yeah. Well,
wait,
Toto's...
is he not giving a very a religious spiritual vibe?
General spirituality.
Just like, I'm just grateful for the planet.
A lot of compass tattoos, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just so grateful for the planet and, just having all my
My chakras.
Yeah.
When Lewis goes to Ferrari, who's gonna be number one?
If he keeps qualifying like he's qualifying, it's not gonna be good for him. But then they're gonna fuck Leclerc like they always fuck him. Leclerc is there is a castle on a cloud. He's the little French girl with the giant broom. I like to go there in my sleep. Leclerc. What do you mean Leclerc will play the long game? Leclerc is like, give it to me now. I want it all now.
Right.
He wants to take the baton from Lewis. Lewis is the only teammate he can learn from.
Lewis. No, but Lou.
This is all right. This is Lulu Delulu
This is
right
Delulu.
here. Okay. No, there's.
Oh yeah. He really gave Seb a long runway to learn from. He literally slit Seb's fucking throat. He ended Seb's career.
Seb was younger than Lewis.
Yeah.
He ended his career.
Yeah, I think.
I
think they're gonna start fucking with Leclerc, and
Yeah.
Leclerc's gonna be upset, and Fred Vasseur's gonna be like, "It's Lewis Hamilton. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We spent the GDP of several nations to get this guy.
Also,
Like, what do you want?
Yeah. Also, Lewis will be in a different wave like that. He's gonna come into Ferrari fucking hot. He's gonna come into Ferrari like Carlos Sainz is coming into Ferrari this year. That's how Lewis is gonna come into Ferrari next year.
But I think Leclerc is gonna be like, you think Leclerc is I think he's psyched. I think he's like, bring his old ass in here and I will wax him. That's what he's telling himself. You have to back yourself to be that great, because like Lewis is delusional. Lewis is like, fuck yeah. Leclerc, I'll fucking fastest over one lap. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck. You have to back yourself. Like Lewis Hamilton's dad was like, can we get Max and Lewis together? Maybe make some magic. Like, that's how crazy you have to be the best.
Yeah. All right, last question. In the orange. Never.
Never.
What do you mean?
They have the second best car.
They have the second best car,
and they got Lewis Hamilton.
He signed Lewis.
Yes. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hey, Brian. Remember when Mattia Binotto rizzed his way into Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah.
I forgot that happened. I forgot when Mattia, the Riz King Binotto, fucking convinced Lewis Hamilton to leave Mercedes. You're right. I've totally forgot about that.
All right, one more.
One more. Yeah, but behind there. Yeah.
What does Alonso have to do to get?
Not be an asshole.
Yeah.
Flavio needs to fucking
they
make
just need
some
to
magic.
fucking make some fucking magic happen.
Yeah, make some magic happen.
Honestly, the first thing I thought of was
Carlos Sainz has to do a little bit worse.
Also, the first thing that I thought of is that he needs to take Toto and like tie him up in a basement and be like, "You're signing me, bitch."
Yeah.
That's what I first thought. And then, okay, truly last one. Yeah. I'm unclear about live shows, but we'll be at all 3 U.S. races.
Yeah.
Maybe Silverstone, we'll see.
Maybe Silverstone.
And then, I don't know, maybe Mexico City, but there's no actual plans. It's just kind of like, it's close.
I'm like, maybe we'll go to Mexico. And Brian's like, yeah, but that's right after Austin. I'll be tired after all. It's like, we're not racing. We're just we're making content.
Oh, please. Every time we go on one of these trips, Matt just goes, I want to fucking kill myself. I fucking hate going to these goddamn races.
Because you've been so respectful this whole time. What? Okay.
It's going to be a fucking, we're going to try to keep your love and interest in Formula One alive.
We're doing our best.
Even though Formula One does everything in its power to fucking kill it.
Yeah.
They're just dying for this new American audience to just give up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't want that to happen.
Yeah, wait, I want to say one other thing.
Yeah.
I think we should end on this.
Yeah.
Before we end on 9 other things.
Jews, Irish goodbye. Irish leave without saying goodbye. Jews say goodbye but never leave. That's what's happening right now.
So, Bahrain.
Yeah.
Purpose-built track. That all these European fucks have been saying, these are what we need. We need more purpose-built tracks.
Cook Daddy.
Remember when Las Vegas happened, everybody freaked the fuck out and said that this is an abomination? And then the drain cover came off. And everyone was like, oh my God, poor Carlos Sainz. What if something happened? What if something happened? And they're like, and the race was going to suck. And guess what? It was the best fucking race of all time.
Yeah,
that race was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas GP. And nobody said anything. Nobody walked it back. Nobody said, you know what, Matt? You know what, Brian? You know what, United States? We're sorry. We're sorry. They put on the best race. And it's not even that I like Vegas. I think they should.
Matt hates Vegas.
I think they should fucking turn the whole thing into a parking lot. But that race was fucking lit. It was incredible.
Yeah.
And
on a scale of 1 to Vegas GP.
This was a negative 1,000. Yeah. And here's the other thing. They're like, oh, there's too many races in America. Why is there one race in Bahrain? There's like 3 people there. There's literally 3 people in Bahrain. They were giving the tickets away. They were giving them away because there's not enough people in Bahrain to support one race. There's enough people in America to support 3. And then definitely. I think Chicago's a reach, honestly. I'm like, okay. Pretty soon it's gonna be like the Secaucus Grand Prix, like for sure, dude. The Hudson Valley GP. We're getting after Chicago. Then it's like we're getting into Milwaukee territory. Yeah. It's like okay. We're coastal elites, but
Hudson Valley GP, baby, I gotta see it. All
but
right.
So the point is that race sucked.
Yes.
And nobody's like putting Bahrain on a fucking cross. If we're gonna shit on Vegas, we need to shit on the tracks that suck equally.
Yeah, sure.
So I think the people say the Riyadh track kind of suck. It's like 3 DRS zones. It's pretty basic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like there's this bias against Americans. when we're just a perfect country in all respects. Just in every goddamn way.
You
know what? They're just jealous of us.
Yeah, they wish.
They're just jealous.
Yeah, now every country has a fucking Love Is Blind. There's Love Is Blind Sweden. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome for culture.
All right, you motherfucking Vankas. I think
that just about does it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to the show. We love you, Vankas.
Goodbye, Vankas.
Stick around. We're gonna be selling a little bit of merch, and then we'll go to a bar after this. It'll all be good. Okay. Thanks, guys.